Hey, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. Welcome to FPL, don't panic. Listen, guys and gals, it's going to be a little bit of a low energy one, this one, and fairly brief. I'm just actually diving in here to take my mind off a few things. I'm okay, but yeah, just the last couple of days. My mum passed away in Ireland, as you know. I got back from New Zealand just a couple of weeks ago. And sadly, I'd been there for 6 or 7 months to spend as much time with her as possible in the home. But sadly, after I left, she did go downhill very quickly and passed away peacefully last night. So yeah, little low energy days here. I'm sort of diving in here, to be honest with you. This football is not important when it comes to this stuff, but little bits of community and a little mind distraction is kind of what I need just at this minute in time. So we'll do a little team lock-in video. I won't be paying a huge amount of attention over the weekend, but well, of course I'll be paying some attention. It's football. We can't not pay attention, can we? That's the team. It's not really a change from anything from what I showed you in the videos at the beginning of the week. I think it could easily come in with a decent enough score, but what's clearly happening this week is we've got God knows how many free hitters going out. I look at those free hit teams, obviously stacking up, against your Burnleys and your Wolves, so teams with Villa assets, obviously City assets. I think I've got two of the good ones there with O'Reilly and Haaland. Quick glance at the European football would give me hope that I think O'Reilly's fairly certain to start, because but we never know when Pep Roulette's going to come into play, do we? And I would imagine most of you, and I would say interested if you guys are on a free hit where you've sort of gone with it, I would imagine a lot will be putting in another City asset. For me, if I was doing it, I'd probably go Foden, I think. Cherky, something like that. But yeah, so the concern, I suppose, with this game week is could come in with an absolute spanking score. I don't think that team looks bad at all. If I still had a free hit, would I play it this week? Yes, I would. If we only had one free hit for the season and I had that team going out, I'd be absolutely happy. It's a decent, solid side. With some great fixtures. I think I'm more scared about the triple Haaland triple captainers, because there'll be a lot of them as well. So it's a very, very long-winded way of saying I think getting a green arrow this week is going to be very, very, very challenging indeed. But yeah, football's a funny old game. As I said, the amount of times you put out a free hit team and it looks absolutely amazing on paper, and then the team that you would have put out, your normal team, would have outscored it. As happened to me early in the season when I took my early swing with my free hit. Where do I think this will go? I haven't done the spreadsheet at this stage to give a projection. I think we'll end up somewhere between 60 and 70. And who knows? Who knows? We've seen plenty of free hits just absolutely bomb. So this team, which I think the only players in there that would probably make anyone's free hit team almost definitely O'Reilly, Haaland and Thiago. There might be a few Matetas, but I think that'll be about the only three that will probably make a free hit team. So fundamentally, I have got a team of differentials going out in large this week, but they're bloody good differentials. So maybe it's one of those weeks, where that might put a smile on my face, where I get a big rank rise when if and it's a big if because some of them look really scary. If some of those free hit teams totally bomb, but Petrovic. Yeah, Bournemouth have not been defending great at the moment, but Sunderland don't tend to score a hatful of goals. You never know. Yeah, clean sheet there would definitely be a differential. Timber got the goal off a Saka corner in the Champions League, so a bit of that again would be very, very nice. Bring that into the Premiership, please. Mukiele, I think he's got a floor of 3, 4. Who knows what might happen there. Lacroix, Man United home. A tired Crystal Palace lost. They lost their Confederates League thing, didn't they? Giving away 2 goals. Lacroix came off for a little bit of a rest, I think, just after the half-hour mark. O'Reilly, really excited to see how he goes for me. And I see him as a long-term pick. I know there's a little bit of rotation risk there, but I see him going forward. Been a really good pick going forward, particularly as Ait Nouri will be going to AFCON. I do think O'Reilly will get most Premier League starts, but a benching will not surprise me. Somewhere along the line. But I think he's good for this week. Semenyo is back in training, so that yellow flag should go. So let's see a bit of a form to Semenyo. If Evan Nielsen is playing, I feel more confident that we could see old Semenyo coming back. Saka, it's a tough fixture away to Chelsea, but Arsenal are playing really, really well. Just hopefully we can get, you know, my 7 points that I often state out of Saka, and just see that tick along. And Mbeumo, due a return. He tends to not go 2 games in a row without a return. So again, that's slightly tired Crystal Palace and sort of positions Mbeumo take up. Could see him getting a return. Mateta taken off just after 60. So I think that's a good sign that he will be actually starting. But again, I suspect he will also get a sub against Man United after 60. So hopefully hopefully I don't want him to score a Man United fan, but you know what I mean. If with FPL head on, I could see I'm getting a return against that United defence, because he plays right in their soft spot. He could cause some havoc. Thiago just to absolutely go ticking along brilliantly, isn't he? Yeah, got a brace against Burnley, but he will be very, very highly owned. And Haaland, captaincy armband. I don't think it looks a bad team, in all honesty. It's just how it's going to go against, you know, the hundreds and hundreds of thousands of free hitters this week. And we will only know the answer to that question after the weekend. And we've also got to bear in mind that there's a really short turnaround to the next deadline, midweek fixtures, and then a really, really short turnaround to the next deadline after this. So 13, 14, 15. So that's 3 games in about 8 days. So yeah, obviously be aware of that. I have ideas of where I want to go with this team to help de-risk some rotations in the next couple of game weeks. Use transfers to target certain teams and have less rotation risk. There's going to be surprise benchings in the next 3 weeks. Even as much as we plan for it, there is still going to be some surprise benchings. It's just too congested. I think after this game, because just a little warning, with everything I've got going on, I may not come back for a game week 14 video. I will try, but I may not be back for a game week 14 one. And my plan at the moment, any tweaks I do, and I may not be coming on to do videos on those, is to actually just roll, just roll, and have 2 transfers going into 15 to do a little bit of surgical targeting, and use all my transfers before we get our 5 transfers in game week 16 for AFCON. I'll leave it at that on my team. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with it, and the bench looks actually decent as well. A few benching dilemmas there. Should I play Senesi? Should I play Caicedo? Should I play Dewsbury Hall? Newcastle away, not very good. Caicedo Hall, banging form at the moment with a 9 and a 13 last 2 games. But I think this is where I'm going to go. I think this is where I'm going to punt, and hopefully if I do have any rotations in there, they don't come on at all, and I've got just a decent bench. The way it worked for me this week, game week just gone, the way it worked very, very well, just having that bit of a deep bench and bringing in some points. Right. Last but not least, and again give me a minute because I have to change my screen on this side. Last but not least, a little bit of Bishop Brennan Cup. It's not going to do an in-depth one here, guys. Where are we? Hopefully I can find him here quickly and then go back to my other screen. There he is. Yeah, it is a low scoring game week. We had no one hit 70. We had, actually did have someone hit 70, but they did take a -4. They didn't hit 70, they had 69, and they had a -4. So that actually makes this week's winner. Bear with me. This one. So just a quick one on the Bishop Brennan's Cup League. You're all doing very, very well. Let's see if I can get this up here so you can maybe have a little scan of it at some point. I'll put myself small here. I would have loved to have gone through this in a little bit more detail. There we go. I've got most of them in there. If anyone wants to take a look, there's it's about 40 or so of us now in the top 1 million as a percentage of a league that has, I think, 70 people in the league overall. It's a really high percentage, guys. Doing really, really well. And we've also got 2 people in the top 10 million. So really, really well. So I'd love to see more and more of us, obviously crack the top 1 million. And it could change, obviously. It's going to be a very volatile game week this week. This could be a sea of change. But hopefully we all have decent scores and get a few more into that top 1 million. So 35, 40, yes, about 40 of us now. I think most of the people, if you want to bother listed there, I think you're all in the top 1 million. However, there can only be one Bishop Brennan Cup winner. And this week, it is FC Slagano. FC Slagano, and that's Josh. Quickly run through your team, Josh. Really good score, buddy. I think you had the big one there. Eze, fantastic. Rhea, Lacroix, lovely. Got Lacroix myself, of course. Mukiele, always solid. Timber. Yeah, you've got pretty much got the same defense as me, but you've got so many more points than me. Enzo, lovely. Eze and Bumo. I think he'll go large for us this week, mate. Thiago, Haaland, Mateta. Yeah, good, solid team. I've got quite a few of them myself, but that big Enzo and Enzo and Eze differential really coming in for you, big mate. So listen, congratulations, well done. You are the game week 12 Bishop Brennan Cup winner. With the little Bishop's cap of Rod there for luck for me, so maybe I can get some of your luck. Well done. Take care, have fun, play your own game, don't panic, give your mum a hug. I'll see you soon. Bye bye.